and welcome to Top of the Round Paradigm. My name is Kenan. I am the GM for this campaign. With me we have...
Hi, I'm Nikki and I play Clover.
Hi, I'm Jordash and I play Varian.
Oh, hello, lovely tots. Thank you, Raymond and Mama Mac, for episode reviews, and thank you, Schmilster Drew, for the episode rating on Podchaser. We so appreciate that. It helps our show, helps us grow, and helps our visibility. So if you have not left us a rating or review and you are enjoying our content, please leave us a rating on Spotify. Let us know so we can shout you out. Leave us a review or episode review on Podchaser, and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or anywhere else on the interwebs or phone apps, and let us know, and we'll shout at you in a positive, happy sort of way.
We have a Discord, guys, and there's a link in the show notes below, so click on it, join. It's a little fun community. Come talk to us. Love you guys.
If you missed us over the break and realized you need more Toter in your day-to-day life, head over to patreon.com/topoftheround and join us, where there is tons of goodies in our backlog. Extra delicious content for your ear holes. You will be at no risk of running out of content anytime soon. Patreon.com/topoftheround.
Hello, everyone. It's Azine. If you, like me, have a child that goes in your room and takes your stuff, go to totalpodcast.com, click on the merch, and buy replacements, because I doubt I'm getting those back. They have a lot of other stuff too, like blankets and coffee mugs, stickers, that sort of stuff. So if you don't have a little kid that's stealing your stuff, then you can also go to totalpodcast.com, click on the merch, and buy stuff, because there's more of them clothes. But do that. Okay, bye.
If you have the desire to send us physical items, we have a P.O. Box for that. Send it to White Raven Studios, P.O. Box 603, Circle Pines, Minnesota 55014. It's the Circle Pines of life.
Do your triggers need warnings? Well, don't I have good news for you. They're in the show notes below, so go and read those. Okay, thanks. Let's check in with Justin to see what happened last time.
Thanks, Ken. This is Justin with Justin. Okay, concise. I don't want to get hit again. Clover borrowed clothes and took a shower, and then went to check on Peregrine, and is going to start more training. It seems like if you enjoy being conscious, you should never accept anything that Azine offers you. And also, Varian got stabbed by Savath. The end. Wait, I think that was a little bit better. No? Yes? I mean, I did mention everything. No. Put that down.
Not good enough.
Back to you, Kenneth.
Thanks, Justin. Our story continues now. Varian, we'll start with you. You and your new friend walk back up the stairs into the living room of the prison. You find Quinn sitting on part of the couch. Eris still knocked out over the counter.
No Azine.
No Azine.
Still hasn't returned from taking Clover. Varian will walk over to the couch where he was sitting before and sit back down.
As you do that, you see Savath pacing in front of the couch.
You gonna do that the whole time?
Probably.
Well, have fun. Varian will just sit there and rest, like his friend told him to before he got stabbed again.
Right. As you rest for 5 minutes, you see Veda enter the room wearing red and gold pajamas. And she walks over to Eris, pours herself a glass of wine, and then sits on the couch.
Varian will just look over at her and then look back at the pacing one. He's not gonna say anything, though.
Alright. Roll a perception check.
30.
You see Veda watching Savath pace.
Are our shadows still connected?
Yes they are.
Okay.
Clover,
Hello.
as the darkness falls from your eyes, you are at the bottom of the room.
That's a nice trick.
Thanks.
Uh-huh.
He will shake your hand off if you don't let go.
I let go.
Okay. You see the two shadowy arms reform, and he holds all four together, and a little sphere of water forms. Do what I do.
Okay. Alright, so Clover is going to put her stuff down on the side of the room, and then move back in front of Peregrine and move her hands together and try to create a sphere of water.
Alright, roll a flat check.
Sure. 10.
You create a little bead of water. Focus.
Okay. She's focusing.
Roll another flat check.
Okay. 16.
The bead of water grows into about the same size as Peregrine's. And you see it start to cloud and freeze over.
Okay. Clover's lips twist to the side in concentration, and she freezes her sphere.
Her sphere.
Her sphere.
Alright, roll a... Let's do a performance.
Natty 20.
Nice. Yours freezes over very quickly. And you see a slight grin in Peregrine's face.
So far, this is going better than the fire.
He drops the sphere, and before it hits the ground, it melts and evaporates.
Uh-oh. I tried to replicate what he did.
Roll a performance check.
I'm scared. Oh no. 19.
Oof.
That was not the DC.
No.
They just hear shattering from upstairs.
Right, you drop the orb, and it tries to melt and ends up just smushing on the ground like a very damp snowball.
Like a fallen slushy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, crumbs.
That was close. Do it again.
Like with the water down there, or like new water?
Up to you.
Okay.
Clover's gonna try and pick up her mess and add new water to it to make another sphere.
Okay.
What?
You have a slightly bigger sphere of water now.
I'm gonna freeze it.
Alright. Roll a performance check.
29.
You see it start to get cloudy and freeze over.
And then I'm gonna try and do the Peregrine special. 27.
You drop it and it melts and mostly evaporates, but there's a few droplets of water that hit the ground.
Okay.
Again.
Okay, she does it again.
Alright, roll a performance check.
32.
Alright, this time it fully evaporates before it hits the ground.
She smiles and then wipes the smile from her face because she doesn't want to be too proud of herself too quickly because she knows that she has a long way to go.
You have the basic idea down. See the two arms made of shadow form two spheres, and they launch into the air and form a cloud cover all on the ceiling.
Oh, you can do that?
Your turn.
Oh, okay.
Clover repositions her stance because she's like, I didn't even know that I had the ability to do this shit. And then she's going to attempt to make two spheres, freeze them, and eat them into the sky to make cloud cover.
Roll a performance check.
30.
Right, you eat your frozen orbs into the sky. They disappear into Peregrine's cloud cover and then fall back down to the ground.
And shatter?
Nope. Just thud on the ground.
I didn't do that right, did I?
He just blinks at you. Again.
Okay.
She does it again.
Performance check.
Okay. 35.
Same orbs, or are you making new ones?
I'm making new ones.
Alrighty. Make new ones. Throw them up in the air. Roll a reflex save.
A 35 does not. Oh. Yay. Technically that's a 29, but it's still it's a step up regardless because that's reflex.
Alright, the orbs you threw up into the air don't come back down. The cloud cover seems thicker, but you are pelted in the stomach by one of your other orbs you left on the ground.
Did you just eat it at me?
He did. Take 9 bludgeoning damage.
Rude. Alright.
And before it hits the ground, it evaporates.
You want me to do that?
I want you to maintain awareness of your surroundings.
Okay. Okay.
Looking at the sky like clouds.
The 2 shadow hands disappear, and you see water forming in his physical palms, and then they coat his hands up to his shoulders and turn to ice.
Clover is going to look down at her gloves and sigh and take them off and then roll up her Azine shirt sleeves and coat, and she's going to try and do that.
Alright, roll a performance check.
31.
You make the water, and it moves around your hands up to about your forearm and just clings there. Doesn't freeze, doesn't go further up. Roll a reflex save.
39.
Ooh, okay. You see out of the corner of your eye a little ball of ice flying towards you.
I jump out of the way.
Alright. Good.
Where?
Okay. I'm trying to freeze the water that's clinging to my body.
Roll a perception check.
34?
You notice that it is slightly clouding over, like it's trying to freeze, and then remelting.
I'm too fiery.
It's like trying. It won't freeze for some reason.
Let's move on to something else then, for now.
I can try again. But okay, yeah.
He walks over to you and grabs your arm and lifts it up as far as you can reach, and then leans over the rest of the way.
Okay.
What's wrong with me?
Nothing.
Then why are you sighing after you look at my arm?
These scars are fresh, but not.
Yeah,
Why aren't they healing?
I don't know. They get irritated every time I use fire, I feel like.
Have you gone long enough without using fire for them to fully heal? Or do they just not?
They just don't.
Very well. Let's your arm go.
Clover draws it down towards her and stares at her hand.
So this also isn't normal? Like, I'm a medic, but I also, kind of just assumed it's because I had weird power stuff.
Your abilities are not weird.
Okay.
See the clouds that are hugging the ceiling start to descend and circle around Peregrine and disperse into more of a fog.
That's cool.
Roll a perception check.
Okay. 15. Oof.
You no longer see where Peregrine went.
Oh no.
Clover's gonna try. Are there still clouds in the sky at all? Not
On
the
the
sky.
ceiling?
Are there still clouds on the ceiling?
It is a room full of fog.
Just fog.
Mm-hmm. Very thick fog.
Okay, Clover is trying to stay very aware of her surroundings. Even though she can't see shit.
Alright, roll a reflex save.
Sure. It's a terrible roll. 28.
Ooh. Alright.
But it's up one. I failed, didn't I?
Yeah.
Did I critically fail?
No.
Oh, so I succeed.
No, you didn't critically fail because of your thing.
Oh, I failed. Got it.
You hear the sliding of metal and start sliding backwards out the door with the fog.
He opened the door? Oh, you bastard man. Okay, I'm gonna try and freeze my feet to the floor.
Okay.
Okay.
Roll a performance check.
Sure. 31.
Right. You stumble a bit as your feet are trying to freeze to the ground, and then stop moving backwards as they successfully catch and freeze over.
Okay.
The doors slide closed. Good job.
For not flying out the door.
For thinking on your feet.
Oh.
Clover's gonna melt the ice and try to evaporate the water because she feels like she's probably gonna have to move.
Roll initiative.
Okay. 36.
Damn, I like this dice. It's like my third natural 20 in a row. It's going to move over towards you and punch you with one of his arms that is currently coated in ice.
Ow.
It's a 38 hit.
That critically hits.
Okay. You take 11 bludgeoning damage and 11 cold damage.
Okay.
He's going to spend his last action to punch you again with one of his shadowy arms.
Rude.
37.
That critically hits.
And you'll take 8 slicing damage as his shadowy arm cuts through your side a little bit.
Okay. Clover's looking a little beat up, but not intimidated, I guess.
Okay.
Okay. Is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
And the fog is still everywhere?
Got sucked out.
Okay. Look. Clover's very familiar with fire. And I think in her trying to figure out what to do, Clover is going to cast what she formerly believed was Geisha's form. Looking confused for a moment because she wants to do the incantation, but she's going to try it without because he told her no incantations or swirly hands. So then she's going to focus on her magic and gas, quote unquote, through him.
Alright. Reflex save or roll to hit?
That is a reflex save, which I'm sure that you will make, however.
I am going to make it his reflex mod is insane. 67.
That critically passes? Like, twice?
So hard it actually circles back around and he fails. You dodged it so well, you rolled back into it.
You also stop moving once you reach him, and his shadowy arms are gripping you.
Once I go through him or once I reach him?
Once you reach him, instead of going through him.
Okay. I still have a action left.
Mm-hmm. We're not using that element right now.
What element?
Fire.
I was trying to turn to gas.
That is ash.
Just feel so stupid right now. I know it's not me. It's just because she doesn't know, but I feel stupid.
Oh.
You think gas burns people?
No, well, maybe if it's hot gas.
Excluding hot gas.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that it was an illegal move and you were punching me, and it's just the first thing I thought of. But I won't use it. I promise.
It's not that you can't use it. We are trying to learn water right now.
Uh-huh, yes. Sorry.
His shadowy arms let you go.
So technically that was still 2 actions, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to move away from him.
Okay. He lets you.
Okay, with my last action. That's it.
Varian,
What's up?
you'll hear Savath. You rested yet?
My eyes will go over to my probably still open shoulder wound.
Mm-hmm.
No, not yet.
She stops pacing and glares at Quinn.
Fix him now so I can go.
Do you have any elixirs? This is taking too long. Quinn, not paying attention. Huh? Me? I do? Well then go and get them. And you'll see Quinn get off the couch and run upstairs.
And what do you plan to do when we find her in the ethereal plane?
I don't believe you need to know.
Well, the ethereal plane is my home. So I'd like to know what you have planned while you're in there.
That's nice. Why are you acting like you care about it now?
I never said I don't care about it.
Then why did you bring Agony there instead of just dying? Like the rest of your kind.
I had something to do here, and I'm not done.
So you care about that more.
I feel like I've had this conversation already, but with her.
Probably because you have.
That's what he says, though.
Okay.
That's actually what he says.
Might have been better if you just died.
Arian is a sassafras. It's hard for you not to say stupid things.
All my characters are sassy, I can't help it. Is your goal the same as hers?
Not that it's any of your business. My goals are to aid the best I can.
Don't make any family comments.
He's having to, physically hold himself back from sassing Savath.
You don't have any aspirations of your own,
I do.
and helping her helps you.
Yes.
Hmm.
You'll hear some more footsteps, and Azine walks in. Hi, Savath. Why are you here? Because Agony hasn't returned yet, and this thing took her to the ethereal plane and wants to rest before he'll take me. Okay. And she sits where Quinn was sitting. Roll a perception check.
34?
You see the sharpness in Savath's eyes fade and get softer as she kneels. In the corner of your eye, you see a dark cloaked figure. And how are our guests today?
Do I recognize that voice?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the witness?
Mm-hmm.
I'll chime in. Stabbed. Threatened. Maimed.
It's not the warmest welcome, now is it? And the figure will walk towards you.
I wouldn't say so, no. Are Savath's shadows still on me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you would be so kind, Varian, would you stand?
Varian will stand up and look at the witness.
They raise their cloaked arm up towards your shoulder, and you feel tiny needle-like pricks as shadows suture your wounds close.
How's that go for my HP?
You are back to full,
Oh, hey.
as all of your wounds have been remedied.
Abraxas to the... Oh, well, thank you for that.
You see a perception check in your future.
You better believe I do. 35.
See the witness raise his other hand towards Savath, and the shadows around her get really dark, and she sinks through the floor.
I take it her shadows are no longer holding my shadows.
They are not.
Oh.
I apologize.
Her and her boss aren't the most talkative individuals.
Agony has her uses, but is aggressive.
I've noticed. Repeatedly.
I do hope you can forgive her.
I'm sure in time we'll see eye to eye.
I appreciate your understanding. Where is the child?
She is upstairs checking on Peregrine, talking to him about something, or at least she wanted to. Because he doesn't know that Peregrine's conscious again.
That is good news. Is there anything I can do to make your stay more comfortable, given your poor introduction to our family? And you see Azine look down.
Well, I did want to try and see if I could communicate with one of the occupants of this place, but from what I've heard, they aren't responsive. I don't know if I could say anything that might stir them.
After everything that they did to you, you would help us. You are too kind, Varian.
I mean, I have my own curiosities about them. I've never seen a being like that.
There are not many to begin with, and even fewer still around.
There are others,
There were.
but no longer.
Not on this plane of existence. Come, let us talk to Emery.
Is that their name?
It is. I'll start walking away.
I'll follow them.
That is, if you can get them to.
I mean, I can try. I don't know what anyone else has tried. Quinn had no knowledge of anything that's been done with that individual.
We have tried communication, and I'm sure, flawed as they are, may have given into aggravation and tried more stimulating methods.
See, have they... This might be a stupid statement, but have they tried removing what's impaling them?
We do not want her unbound. We want her conscious. Unbound, she threatens the very fabric of this plane.
She's that powerful.
Indeed.
Do you know what her intentions are, or were, before she was impaled with whatever that is?
Last I ran into her, she was looking to go home.
Back to her plane?
I can only assume so.
If she threatens this plane, why not aid her in leaving?
I do not trust what she will do before she leaves.
Did she have something to do with the pillar?
Indirectly, I suppose.
So do you know what caused it?
A handful of annoyances.
A handful of annoyances. I'm assuming powerful individuals.
Very.
Was agony involved?
She was. Though I believe she went by Wrath back then.
She mentioned she still does.
It is a title that she fought for.
She fought for it against...
A previous Wrath.
So there was more than one. That would explain it.
I'm sure she won't be the last.
We'll see about that.
Varian becomes red.
That doesn't interfere with her apostle duties or whatever.
Her and God have come to an understanding.
So is God trying to help her with her goal? Because she seems very singularly focused.
Provided the right materials, it is God who will help her achieve what she wants.
And what materials are those? Because I too have an interest in that.
Do you intend to help her after what she has done?
I don't know the extent of what she has done, only what she's done to me.
That is what I'm referring to.
Oh, well, her call. Yes. If she was willing to talk, we could have worked out cooperating and working together. But she seemed more interested in responding to everything I said with some sort of attack.
You must forgive her. The title exacts a hefty price.
Then why does she keep it?
That, I believe, is for a multitude of reasons. One being that power will help her bring back her loved one, and the other being that he died for nothing if she doesn't keep it.
I see. So what does she need? Aside from the ethereal plane being open again.
Clover,
Hi.
I'll, roll a perception check.
Sure. 29.
You suddenly see yourself, and then another one of you, and then another, until you realize that you were seeing many reflections of yourself, almost like being trapped in a maze of mirrors.
Can I melt them?
You can try on your turn.
Okay. Creepy. Clover does gasp and then realizes it's a fucking reflection.
You gasp, and all of the others mimic your movement.
Okay.
That is his turn. Clover, it is your turn. Would you still like to try and melt these mirrors?
I would like to fire at them, but I can't do that because it's been illegalized. I would like to melt one of them so I have a way out.
And how are you going to try and melt them?
By manipulating the water itself.
Okay. Roll a performance check.
28.
28. You see one of your reflections distort as you melt it and reform it into an opening. And there are many more reflections past that opening that come into view as you create it.
Crumbs. Clover's gonna move in that direction.
Do you continue to move as you pass through, or are you stopping at the opening?
Clover is going to, instead of going through the opening, she's going to try and platform water beneath herself and start freezing it to try and rise above the mirrors.
Alright, roll a performance check.
35.
Alright. As you start to lift, would you freeze your feet, or are you just standing there?
I would probably freeze my feet to it.
You lift up above the maze, and given your new vantage point, see all the dead ends and twists and turns, and Peregrine sitting on the bench.
Is he looking at me?
Mm-hmm.
He can see me rising above it.
Mm-hmm.
I wave at him.
See him grin a little bit.
Is there a way I can hop out of it? The maze?
If you jump very far, yeah.
Can I create multiple other ice platforms to walk out?
Sure. Are these multiple other ice platforms suspended or growing from the ground?
Growing from the ground.
Okay. Roll a performance check.
32.
Right, you start to grow other platforms and walk across them. Roll a perception check.
25.
You notice that Peregrine is no longer sitting on the bench, but you don't know where he went.
Great. Cool.
How many actions do you have left?
I mean, I think that's probably the end of my actions.
Yeah. Okay. Peregrine's turn. You feel the one you are currently stepping onto reverberate, and a split forms, and it starts to sink as it's collapsing. Roll a reflex save.
27.
As you fall, before you hit the ground, Peregrine catches you and sets you on your feet.
Thanks.
You are doing well,
Really?
given your lack of understanding. Yes.
Thanks.
She says, beat up, getting Hazin's clothes absolutely caked in blood and like muck and water.
Get rid of everything.
It's a lot of ice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Clover takes a deep breath and inhales, and then she's going to close her eyes for a moment and try and imagine melting and evaporating all of the ice.
Roll a performance check, and then depending on that, roll a fortitude save.
Well, I rolled a 24 performance.
Okay. Roll a fortitude save.
Can you... 27?
As your eyes are closed,
No.
you feel two clawed-like hands rest upon your shoulders, and a overwhelming heat. How would you respond?
Two clawed-like hands on my shoulders, like from behind or from in front of?
In front of.
Clover is going to jolt and open her eyes.
Alright. All the ice is gone, and Peregrine is currently on fire.
Oh my god. Holy shit, bro. No. Clover freaks out. Okay, so she's going to yell crumbs, and then she is going to think of both dousing him with water at the same time she wants to put the fire out.
Alright. Varian.
You.
Okay, I just asked about the wonders of how to revive and obliterate a Ladrin prince. What ingredients to unmake him?
She needs the husk of the departed, which she has acquired. The energy of the father, the blood of the mother, and the wish of a child.
Child. How much blood and how much energy?
That is a question for God.
Well, I can't imagine that his parents would be against trying to bring him back. But knowing Agony's negotiating tactics, I doubt she'd even bother to try.
Get used to it.
Given the state of obliteration, my assumption is quite a lot.
I'm assuming that they would have to trade their lives for his.
More than likely.
What child?
One with ancestral ties.
Ties to whom?
To your prince.
Someone related to Sakar.
As you ask that, you reach the 10 by 10 little room before the closet.
Did Volkar have another child?
That I do not know. The ethereal plane has been closed.
Well, he never even told us that Sakar was gone. So I guess anything's possible. I don't know what child there could be that has ties to him. So should I just go in there, start asking questions, see if I can get any sort of response from her?
The witness will walk over and the door opens without them putting their palm on the glass plate next to the door. You may do your best.
Marion will enter the room.
You step basically right through the door frame. There's not a lot of room.
Okay. Does the door swing out or in, or into the wall like a Star Trek?
Into the wall.
Does it close behind me when I go in?
Nope.
It's still open.
Mm-hmm.
I will turn around and look at the witness.
May I have some privacy? I don't know if I can reach through to her, if she'll speak freely, if her captors are present.
The witness nods. The door begins to close.
Okay. I will watch as the door closes and turn back around to face the now named Emery. Now named Tavarian. She's been named Emery for a while now.
So, I'm told you're Emery, and you're Calum, and that you've been here probably longer than this prison has. That you've been in a catatonic state this whole time. Whatever's impaling you there, stopping you from apparently threatening this plane, accessing whatever power it is you have that apparently threatens the whole plane. I'm just trying to figure out why. What happened? You're not from here. How did you get here? Why are you trying to go back? What happened to the other Calums? Do you still have friends here?
Roll a perception check.
31?
See her face muscles twitch, and a quick exhale, and a tear fall from her eye.
So you can hear everything that they've been saying to you this whole time. I'm sorry. This is no way to live.
Varian will... How far up is her face? I don't know how high up in the room she is impaled.
You're... how tall again?
6'4".
Probably about a foot up from you.
And so there's no way for me to lean over and whisper in her ear.
You could try and stand on your tippy toes.
It's not a full foot.
No. Good jump.
No, yes.
And so, can you hear me?
No, that would be so stupid. Varian will look back at the door and then look at her again.
Does the name Jazz mean anything to you?
Roll a perception check.
Oh, nat 20.
Clutch.
You hear another exhale as her face twitches again, but within the exhale of air, you hear, yes.
Varian will pause for a moment, looking at her.
He asked me to get you.
I'll let your perception check go a little bit longer. You see another tear fall from her eye, and a very strained, no.
Don't want to leave here. He didn't mention you by name. He just said the bottom of repentance.
Clover.
You are hitting us with the mini cliffhangers in this up, and fuck you, man.
cliff
Jesus Christ, you're just on a roll.
If I can't end the episode, I'll cliff you anyway.
Oh, god damn it. All right. Hi.
Hi.
My teacher is on fire because of me. When does he stop being my teacher because I keep hurting him? Do my efforts to put him out work? Is he screaming? Does he seem panicked?
He doesn't seem panicked or screaming.
Okay.
As you concentrate on both trying to extinguishing the flames and thinking about water, it starts to rain in the little room.
No.
And it puts your teacher out. Roll a perception check.
21.
You see that Peregrine seems fine. His clothes are a bit singed, and there are little flecks of shadow wisping off him.
Do I feel really, really hot?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should go to the other side of the room. I'm just gonna start walking away.
Okay. As you walk through the rain, before it can really even hit your skin, it evaporates.
Does it seem to be hurting Peregrine?
The rain?
Yeah.
No, it's just rain. It's not your bludgeoning rain.
Yeah, okay. Clover is just getting some distance so she doesn't hurt him.
Sorry. I wasn't thinking of fire. I promise.
Could I put 30 feet between me and him?
Yeah.
Okay, I get at least 30 feet away and turn to face him.
That was on me. I should have assumed as much.
That I'd mess up?
No. That you would have a stronger tie to fire.
I feel really hot.
Take deep breaths.
Clover's taking deep breaths and trying not to close her eyes for an elongated period of time because last time that happened, bad things happened.
It seems we may have to have you get control of your fire abilities, after all, before learning the others.
But you keep getting hurt?
He walks over towards you.
Are you sure this is safe?
And it kneels so that you are eye level.
Okay. She's wide-eyed.
See the two shadow arms form, and he places them on either side of you. And then you don't feel anything. You're not hot anymore, you don't feel the water hitting your skin. But the water is no longer evaporating before it hits you.
Like I've lost my sense of touch.
More like the temperature differences have equaled out, so there's no way to distinguish between the two.
Okay. Clover blinks up at the rain and then looks at Peregrine.
Are you sure you want to walk this path? Using these abilities to fight? You could end up lost.
Do you mean not physically lost, right? Like lost how so?
That is a correct assumption, Clover. I mean, mentally.
I would be mentally lost by getting control of the fire that keeps hurting people?
The path to gaining control could divide your psyche.
What?
That makes 0 sense to her.
Your mind won't exactly be yours as it is now.
I don't understand what you're saying. My mind isn't mine?
He slow blinks.
No, so my mind is mine now. I get it. But why would it go away?
Being forced to be at peace, yet focused, yet present on many contradictory elements at the same time, strains one's mind.
So are you saying that people like us go crazy?
They can, in the pursuit of trying to control.
Okay, Peregrine, what other option do I have?
There is a more physical way.
Okay.
Which would you prefer?
What's the physical way?
Going into the pit?
So, you're saying that I can maybe go really crazy? And split up my mind, or I dive into a really deep hole.
Your mind would only be split if you failed.
Look at me. I can't control it when I'm trying to control a different element. When I closed my eyes, I felt Fire Guy's hands on my shoulders, and then you were on fire.
There is a third, easier option, though it is not exactly what you came here for. Pledge yourself to God and take up the shadows.
But you still have the other elements.
I do.
How would that help then if you're just adding something?
Because God can go with you where I cannot.
Clover looks around.
What?
The last time I went into your dream with you, I almost died. Going the mental route will be even more dangerous. And potentially you'll have to go alone.
Because of the Ashen people?
Because of your lineage.
But what if that's not actually a thing?
Then you would not have an Ashen warrior tied to you.
Well, maybe I can talk to him, because that's just... that can't be right. I'm just Clover. I grew up in Grace. I have a lot of brothers. My dad's not a great person. I don't know who my mom is, but she apparently died when she gave birth to me in Grace. Which doesn't make sense that I have these abilities. Because she should have been down the pit and pregnant. And why would she have been down that pit and pregnant? If everyone thinks she was in Grace. But then I was told I was born in the Death Kingdom, so nothing makes sense.
Either path you choose, I'm sure you'll find answers.
But why would I have one tied to me if my brothers have never had this issue?
Maybe they aren't as related to you as you thought.
That's, I don't know what to think about that. But... Oh, what? So you took the talk to God route. Before that, what did you do, though? Because according to, like, a fae that I talked to, you were really good at it before then.
I see. Looking from the outside, and it may have seemed that way. My abilities have always been strong, though much like you, I lacked control.
Like, with what element do you have issues with? Or did?
Before she gestures God.
All of them.
So...
I didn't have a particular tie to one like you do.
Oh. I thought that I only had fire powers. I only tried the other elements because, again, a fae told me to try it out, so I did. And then now I have issues with all the elements, which is great, but I don't know what I should say about any of this, or if I should think about it, because if I, like, mentally, I don't know, but physically, I mean, I'm pretty small, but then, I don't, like, I know disrespect, and I think that God has done some pretty great stuff, like bring my brothers back, who are actually very much my brothers, that I don't know what I should do. That's a really big decision, but I don't want to hurt people, because when I get really hot like that, or when I explode, people die.
It is not a decision you have to make now, but it is a decision you will have to make.
So what do you recommend?
The safest would be the route I chose.
God?
Yes.
What if I'm not sure, though?
Then take your time before deciding.
Or go jump in the pit?
That is one of your choices.
And go to the fire plane?
I do not know where the pit will send you.
What am I supposed to do in the pit then?
Well, depending on where it sends you, start with that element and come to terms with it.
But then how would I get back?
I do not know.
I see. It's a lot to think about.
That it is.
Maybe I should go talk to my friend and see what he thinks. Would that be okay?
Why wouldn't it be?
Well, because we were in the middle of stuff. And I kind of set you on fire on accident. And I think that I ruined Azine's clothes and she's probably going to be upset at me.
I'll let her run some tests. She'll be fine.
On you?
On me. I'm not going to volunteer you if you don't want.
I just don't want to get dissected.
Azine doesn't dissect people.
Well, Veda does.
That she does.
Okay, so that's my option right now?
Options.
Options. How does the mental stuff work? How would I even start that?
Getting control of your dreams.
I don't know how.
That is the first step. Is figuring out.
Okay. I think that I should probably think about it and rest. But I can't fall asleep here because I might explode. So that's also a problem.
He holds one of his shadow hands towards you. Like it's holding something.
I look at it.
It's currently closed.
I put my hand out.
He drops what looks to be a small black glass marble into your palm.
What's that?
When digested, it will suppress all abilities for 12 hours.
So I can sleep?
So you don't explode. What you do in that time is up to you.
Okay. I decide what to do and then I let you know.
I would appreciate being kept in the loop, yes.
I mean, my goal coming here was to figure it out. So I don't really want to leave until I do that.
Let's go talk to your friend.
You're gonna come?
If you'll have me.
I love that.
He'll stand and start to walk towards the stairs.
Clover looks at the orb, pockets it, puts back on her gloves, grabs her crap, and follows Peregrine.
I think we'll end there. For lack of better cliffhanger on Clover's part.
Thanks everyone so much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed listening as much as I enjoyed Mary and actually getting Emery to respond when none of these Archon fucks could in 400 years.
We have social media. Check us out at Top of the Round on Facebook and Instagram, at Totercast on Blue Sky and Twitter. Also a website, toterpodcast.com. Check out all of the places and enjoy them and comment and like and say hello. Cool beans.
While saying hello, if you want hot beans, go to our Discord and in the show notes below. There's a link. Click on it. Fix yourself some hot beans and then talk to us.
Many agreed. See you there. Thank you to our Vessel and Witness tier patrons, Jermaine and Grayson.
Shout out to our Apostle tier patrons, Grayson, the Apostle of Joy.
Arton K, the Apostle of Compassion.
Alyssa, the Apostle of Rage.
Jem, the Apostle of Curiosity.
Bluebird, the Apostle of Awkwardness.
Nammy's the Apostle of Bitterness.
Gabe, the Apostle of Anticipation.
And Kobe Beef, the Apostle of Bewilderment.
We so appreciate your support. If you would like to join them in supporting us and having a really badass title, go to patreon.com/shoparound. You know you want to. You know which title you want deep in your heart and your soul. Join us.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Wiedersehen.